and love to everybody out there. Excuse me. I just want to share with you the challenges that we face on the mission field in Africa and whether you will pray about supporting us. We have a church plant here in the middle of Winneba, which is a town in Ghana, and we have another opportunity for church plant in Swedro. And then there are other opportunities in other villages that we can start Bible study groups and other church plants. We've recently had a mission with Brother Andre from UK who came, and we've been able to get into the prison. We was able to give Bibles and supplies to the prison. We're also in contact with at least 3 schools in the local area, and we have 4 foster children in the house that we're looking after and taking care of. Last week we must have reached about 700 to 800 people with the gospel. Literally give them a tract or give them something to read and tell them verbally about Jesus. We need to expand the work. We need to go forward into other villages and towns throughout Ghana and then across into West Africa. With that in mind, we bought some land about 6 months ago. We have 3 plots in Winneba, and we need to develop that land. We'd like to, before Christmas, start building a wooden church, which will cost at least a couple of £1,000s to get the wood and a carpenter. But then we can invite many children to the building. You see, in Ghana, house church is not seen as church. It's not their culture. So when we invite people to the house, they find it a bit strange. But so we need to develop the land and build a church, and then more people will come. And we have hundreds of children not far away from our land that we can bring to the church that we could build. We can't afford to build a brick church. We just don't have the finances. But it is possible if people get behind the work and support us with a few £1,000s, we can build quite a substantial building from wood, and then we can invite many people to that, do youth camps on that land with that church, wooden church. But also at Christmas, it'd be good if we could start building the mission house as well. And with the prices, the way they are, UK money goes a lot farther than Ghanaian money, and so if anybody donates, we can start building quite quickly and get moving on the mission house at Christmas. I want to thank the Dutch brethren recently have just encouraged us. They're buying us Bibles, and I really appreciate that, Johan and Linda and Brother Abel, who's organising it in Ghana for us, who's Dutch, and we really appreciate that. And also Brother Frank and Kadeen that have just recently supported us. But we can't extend this mission. We can't go forward as a mission society without the support. The support with PayPal has dropped from 100% to almost 3%. In other words, we had 20 or 30 people donating, and they've stopped donating, and it's because of the recession, it's because of the situation. So that's left us in a difficult situation. We can't expand the mission, we can't go forward. Now I know everybody's struggling, I know bills are skyrocketing in the West, but if you Google Africa finances, you'll find that Ghana is the most skyrocketing in prices. Ghana has become the worst place in Africa. So what might have been 1 CD has gone up to 3 CDs or 6 CDs. It's escalated in price, and Ghana's the worst place in Africa. So that means money here doesn't go far. But I believe that it's God's will, that His kingdom. I believe that God deserves the best, and it is that land. In one sense, People might say it's a recession, it's not a good time to be building. But there's an urgency. If Muslims get converted, they'll need a place to stay, because if Muslims get converted, they'll lose their job, they'll lose their livelihood. So the land will be a refuge for ex-Muslims. We need to get a church up and running, because people want to come to church, but they don't find a house as church. We have hundreds of children waiting to come to church, but we don't have a building. So we need to build a wooden structure at least. And God deserves the best. And so if you can pray about it, about helping us to build that church, a wooden church, it'll seat about 500 people, and it'll meet the requirements of the mission. And then pray about helping us to build the house, the mission house on the land. But expanding the mission. Pray about expanding the mission. We need to be going into the outer regions of Ghana. There are lots of places where there's very little Bible witness. Now, what we're doing here is we're strengthening the churches here in Accra and Ghana by training the young people. By thank you, brother. Thank you. Um, so please, if you could bear that in mind, um, we need to expand. I'm conscious that the recession is, God is not put off by a recession, but God's people need to know that this work needs to expand. We need to be moving far afield and going into other villages, and we need to consolidate the work that we have, and it needs finances to do that. We have an opportunity to go in one prison. There are two other prisons nearby. We have opportunity to go into them. We have opportunity to go into the schools, and we're marching on. But like I said, because of the recession, people's donations have gone really down, and it means that we can't do things that you need to do as a missionary society. Um, we're just barely keeping going ourselves. We can't buy food for people, we can't help people, and we can't expand. Um, so please pray about it. Please, if you want to donate, you want to support, there's at least three ways. There's a building fund. Uh, that the building fund is so that we could uh, develop the whole of the land. Maybe you don't want to donate to that, maybe, but there's PayPal, there's Patreon, if you want to just give something each week. And if you want to send by Western Union, let me know. We can send you the details. And if you want my bank details or Dorcas details, but we need to move forward. Souls need to be saved. Uh, the work needs to be developed and established. But it can't be done without support, and our support has just gone because of the recession. It's nearly evaporated. There's only a few people that are supporting the work, and it's not sustainable long term. Like I said, I know a lot of people are struggling today, but instead of going on that holiday to Israel, you could donate, and we could start building the house. We could start building the church. We could start marching off into the outer regions of the villages. We could start consolidating these church plants that we have an opportunity to do. Some sacrifice for the kingdom. It's not about me, it's not about you, it's about his kingdom. It's the end times. We're in the end times. And we need to expand the kingdom. We need to advance the kingdom. But not only that, we need to give God the best. God's people deserve the best. And we shouldn't do shoddy work. It's got to be the best for God. I was reading about Solomon's temple, and everything was provided for the temple. And so, if it's for God, it should be for the best. It should be the best. So we should be able to develop that land to the best of our ability as the people of God. That you go into Winneba and the Jehovah's Witness Hall. The Jehovah's Witness Hall um, is a nice building. The Mormons buildings are lovely buildings. They've got two in Winnipeg. We as Reformed Baptist church plant, we haven't got even a wooden structure, and we're just asking for a wooden structure. But the Mormons have got beautiful buildings. The Muslims have got beautiful buildings. Um, so it'd be nice if we had a solid evangelical church. Yeah, there are churches in Winnipeg, but they're not strong evangelical. They're not strong in the Word of God. And it'd be nice to have a strong evangelical witness. So when they doing these, they do this. What's it called, man? Every year that festival, Abachi. They have this Abachi festival, and there's thousands, 3, 4, 5,000 people come worshipping idols and worshipping this goat they sacrifice. So Winnipeg's not strong spiritually. So it'd be good if we have a strong evangelical witness here. But it needs a base. And not only that land is for Winnipeg, it's for the whole of Africa, so that pastors and missionaries can stay on that land and refresh themselves. Ex-Muslims can come and stay there and hide away from persecution. And it's a base so that we can move forward into West Africa and hit those Muslim countries. But we can't even sustain the mission locally. We can't even afford to be doing things locally, let alone extending through the outer regions of Ghana and then moving into Togo, Benin, and other African nations. We haven't even got that resource. And we have offers to go to Malawi, Mozambique. On the website, there's 18 pastors that need help, but we can't even keep going ourselves really. So please pray about supporting us, because we could do a lot more for the kingdom of God and help a lot of people. We help a lot of people. We help evangelists that are not of our mission society. We support them. We support communities. We do a lot with very little support. Um, so please pray about being a long-term supporter and giving just something something small each month. But also pray about giving a larger support to do these projects, the building project, and meeting the bigger challenges, the bigger needs of the mission. If you go on our website, africawithoutborders.co.uk, look at our website, pray about it, but see the ministry needs there, the challenges and the ministry needs. And even if you just support a little, it's a big thing to us. It means a lot. Brother Frank from Holland got in touch with me the other day, and he encouraged me so much. He's from Holland. He supported us the other day. It really boosted us. It really encourages us. And then he got in touch with other Dutch friends, Johan and Linda, and they've organised Bibles to be bought for us in Accra by the brother Abel, who's a Dutch missionary. They're organising those Bibles for us, and it's been such an encouragement. And brother Andre came from UK, and he spent time with us. Only 3 days, but in those 3 days, it was a power-packed 3 days. We were able to go to villages. He was able to get in and speak to the prisoners. He spoke to the school. And hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people got the gospel when he came, just for 3 days. But we did that mission on a shoestring. We did that mission without any support from anybody. We didn't have any financial support, but we did it. We went ahead and we did it by faith. And we got through. But we need God's people to see the vision and see what we're doing and help us. I wrote to 80 churches before I came back from UK, and I've not heard anything from those 80 churches. There are thousands of people know about me through Speaker's Corner. There's at least 40,000 people that recently have known I've been in UK through the videos that were made about me by Soko Films, DCI. So there's lots of people out there that know about me, know about the work, So please pray about giving. I'm going to put it onto Iman. Iman, I'm going to put it onto you. Let the people know what we've been doing last week, and tell them what you see the needs of our mission. What do we need in our mission, and how it would help if we had the financial support. Do you think you could do that? Just try, yeah. Go on. So,
Please, good afternoon.
he's doing his homework.
For the past last week, I've been going to prisons, schools, and villages, sharing Bibles and preaching to them. And most need help, like money and financial support. And when it comes to like our church, we need money to build and make many things in it. So please help us. Thank you.
So there we are. So Iman's one of our. He's well. You're my son now, aren't you, bro? Eh? What's it like living with us?
This is fine.
Are you happy?
Yes, please.
Does it bless you?
Yes, please.
How's it bless you living with us?
It has blessed me because I've now known the word of God.
Do you feel loved?
Yes, please.
Do you know God more?
Yes, please.
Are you doing better at school now?
Yes, please.
Yeah. And from time to time, we help his mom. We give his mum support and family support as well. But he's living with us. He's our son now. He just lives with us, and we have 4 children. We have Iman, we have Dominic, who's 10, Gertrude, and Mary, and we've just taken him in. The reason we take him in just out of the love of God, you know. But he's a blessing to us. Iman's a great blessing. He's a blessing to me and encouragement to me. How good am I at the tree language?
Please, small, small.
Small. Not very good. I need to learn the tree language, folks. So there we are. So if you can't, don't worry about it. I know things are tough everywhere. The challenges are tough everywhere. I know that. So don't worry. God will look after us. But I'm just putting a call out there. If you could pass this video around, pass it to your churches, pass it to anybody you know, and let people know. All right. God bless you. Love to everybody out there, and take care. Bye bye. Thank you for listening, and may God be with you. Take care. Bye now.